One thing that's a cause that's near and dear to my heart is I've written a lot about issues with Southeast Asian migrant workers in Taiwan.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time again. First, can you briefly introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi everybody, my name is Joe Henley and I've been in Taiwan since 2005 and I'm a freelance writer in Taipei.
So what brought you to Taipei, Taiwan in the first place?
I wish it was something more interesting, but I had a roommate in university and she had lived in Taiwan before in like 2004 and I didn't know what to do after I was going to graduate and she said, go to Taiwan, it's fun. I said, okay, I like fun, so I went to Taiwan.
Very simple.
Yeah. 3 weeks after she told me that, I was in Taipei.
It's like a big move to you, I mean.
Yeah, like I had never been to Asia, let alone Taiwan before, and at the time I knew nothing about Taiwan at all, except I knew like made in Taiwan because like when I was a kid, all my toys on the bottom it said made in Taiwan on the bottom.
Oh, okay. So that is your first impression of Taiwan.
That was one impression, and when I was a kid, we went to see the Taiwan baseball team.
Yeah.
They played in Canada, where I'm from.
Oh, really?
But I was confused because on the jersey it said Chinese Taipei, and I was like, what's Chinese Taipei? I know what Taiwan is, and is Chinese Taipei a different place? And I had to learn about the history and everything to figure that out.
In general, so how would you rate living in Taiwan on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, for me, it's a 10. I've been here since 2005. I mean, with my work, I'm a freelance writer. Like, I could work anywhere that I want.
Yeah.
I don't want to go anywhere else. I'm really happy here. It's with, like I say, the people, the food, the weather, the convenience of Taipei. Like, it's so convenient just to get around the city with the MRT.
I agree, yeah.
And everything like that. So yeah, for me, it's a 10.
Have you ever noticed any difference between Taiwan and any of your country? I mean,
like Taipei is super busy. Everybody's got a million things to do. Everybody's working 12 hours a day. That's a big difference too. Working culture.
Yeah.
We're like 9 to 5 and then we're done. Here it's like you're 9 to 9 or like 9 to 10.
Sometimes it will work for free.
Yeah, like overtime. Like people work overtime for nothing. Yeah. That's a shock to me. Like when I first started working here, they're like, "Can you work overtime?" I'm like, "Oh, sweet, overtime. I'm getting paid." They're like, "No, you're not. You're not. You're just here like to help us out." I'm like, "Okay, great. No, I'm going home. I'm going home for the day."
Okay. So, but as a Taiwanese, I'd like you to share maybe cons parts, or maybe you think maybe Taiwan can improve more because it's real, you know. Okay. So would you mind to share a little bit?
One thing that's a cause that's near and dear to my heart is I've written a lot about issues with Southeast Asian migrant workers in Taiwan.
Yeah. That is a good,
I actually wrote a book about it that's in bookstores in Taiwan. It's available in Mandarin and in English as well. And sometimes the Southeast Asians here, they struggle. There's a lot of human rights issues and things like that. So I think that's one area that Taiwan can improve in. And maybe some environmental things as well in terms of going green with green buildings, green transportation. But I know Taipei is doing a lot to address that. They're having electric buses. I think by 2030, they're planning on going carbon neutral or something like that. So I think these things are being addressed right now. So it's all moving in the right direction, I think.
It means getting better, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, as a Taiwanese, I do notice that. Do you think Taiwanese people treat Southeast people differently compared to American or European or maybe who has a light skin? I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think so. In general, for the most part, it's like anywhere. Most Taiwanese are very friendly, very welcoming to anybody. Yeah. There's a very small minority of people who might be considered, say, racist. Yeah. Just like in America, just like in Canada. It's not as though everyone is racist or everyone harbors views of that kind. In general, people in Taipei, people in Taiwan are very welcoming to people from all over the world. Yeah. It's just sometimes the people who harbor racist views, they tend to be the loudest. Yeah. They tend to be the most opinionated. And so it's up to the rest of us who want to see equality and want to see everybody have equal rights, human rights, things like that. It's up to us to raise our voice, to be louder than them, and to win this fight. So I think it's something that Taiwan can definitely do.
Yeah, that's a good point because I think this is so funny from like a foreigner perspective. We all look Asian.
Yeah.
Right? This is so funny. We all Asian. So why you do that to like Southeast Asian people, right? This is so funny to me.
Yeah, I mean, like, the stereotype of people, like, say, where I'm from is that we don't know the difference between, like, Japanese or Taiwanese or Vietnamese, Korean. They just think Asia is like one country. Of course, it's not the case. Of course, it's very culturally different, linguistically different. It's different across the board.
I mean, for an appearance, we just Asian.
Yeah, like it's it's a stereotype. But yeah, I mean, like for white people in Taiwan, like people are definitely super friendly towards us and welcoming. And I mean, like just like today. I mean, you're a friendly guy. You come up to me on the street and you welcome me to Taiwan in this way. So maybe Southeast Asian people might have a little bit of a different experience, but I think it's changing for the better.
Yeah, because I got so many comments that wish me I can make a video talk about like Eastern Asia people. Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, but sometimes maybe they are not feel comfortable to talk about it.
Yeah, they might say like, okay, why does this guy want to talk to me? What's this going to be about?
Well, I would do my best.
Is this going to get me in trouble? Because, a lot of them have work restrictions and things like that they might be worried about, or they might be worried about if they say something controversial on the video, will they get in trouble with their boss?
Yes. Yeah,
so,
then it might be.
If you just explain to them exactly what you're doing, I'm sure they'll be okay with it. And a lot of them, they want to talk about their experience here, and they want people to know how their life is here. So I'm sure you'll be able to do it.
Is there anything you want to share to the audience? Maybe your family, your friend, something like that, or do you want to say and send any message to Taiwan?
To Taiwan, I just want to say thank you. I've been able to live every one of my dreams in this beautiful country of yours. I've been able to do exactly what I want with my life thanks to this country, thanks to the people here. So, I mean, it's been awesome. So if anybody out there is watching this, they're thinking of coming here for a visit or moving here like I did, you should just go for it. Try it out. You come here, you won't be sorry.
Do you want to talk about a little bit your work? Maybe can help you a little bit?
Oh, sure. Yeah, like I said, I'm a freelance writer. So right now I'm working on a travel guide for Louis Vuitton, the 2023 edition of their Taipei City Guide. And also I'm a musician here as well. I sing in a metal band. It's a Buddhist death metal band called Dharma. And I don't know when this is coming out, but our next show is at Dagang, Megaport in Kaohsiung in early April. So if anybody's watching this, they want to come check it out, come down to Kaohsiung and look for Dharma. I don't know which stage we'll be on, but we'll be there.
Do you want to show your Mandarin to the audience?
No.我会说一点点, okay? My Mandarin is surprisingly bad for having been here for 17 years. I can understand, I can get by, but I still suck, so I'm sorry. 不好意思.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe by the time I'm like 80, I'll be fluent.
Wow, 80, okay.
So I'm really taking my time with that.
Okay, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, yeah.
如果你也想成为下一位爆红创作者，请打开下方资讯栏连结，一起来投稿吧。